This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by Beebe Healthcare.
Well, maybe you just recently moved down to coastal Delmarva, and it's nice for us to be able to introduce those who take care of us in the community, and that the no exception are our friends with Beebe Healthcare. And we've got Dr. Punit Pandya joining us, a neurosurgeon with Beebe Healthcare. And first of all, doctor, welcome. Secondly, what really got you interested in that neuroscience? It's not something that everybody just knows that they're going to pick up.
Leah, thank you so much for having me here. I'm very excited to be here. Neuroscience, you're right, it's very peculiar, but a very complex field. And I've always been attracted to neurosciences ever since my days of college.
Yeah.
And that attraction turned into passion when I went to medical school. Really enjoyed my neurology block, but I also enjoyed surgery, the instant gratification of fixing something with your hands. And when I combined the two, I ended up with neurosurgery.
There you go. Now, what does neurosurgery, it's a little bit broader than I think a lot of people expect. You hear neurology, neuroscience, neurosurgeon, you think brain, but you do more than that.
Absolutely. So neurosurgeons take care of surgical diseases of the brain, the spine, and the peripheral nerves, right? So some of those things include brain tumors, brain trauma, brain bleeds, infections of the brain. But what most people don't realize is that we also take care of spine.
Yeah.
We do a lot of degenerative spine conditions like spinal stenosis, disc herniations, degenerative disc disease, and under the category of peripheral nerves falls things like carpal tunnel syndrome, ulnar nerve compression, which is known as cubital tunnel. So we take care of all of these things.
Yeah, so a much broader strokes than I think people realize. Now, I also know that there's a clinical affiliation with Jefferson. How does that allow, you guys to serve our area here along coastal Delmarva?
Well, yeah, I'm so glad you asked that because I've been here for now a couple of months, and what I realized is that folks are traveling at least 2 to 3 hours to find such a specialist. And that's pretty significant in my opinion. So through this clinical affiliation between Jefferson and Beebe, what I'm excited about is that I'll be able to deliver that same advanced care down here in Sussex County.
Yeah, and that's something that I know members of our community are going to greatly appreciate, to not have to drive 2.5, 3 hours sometimes if there's traffic to get that quality care that our community deserves to have. I also know that, we mentioned that there's sort of a broad circumference of types of surgeries that you perform. What are some of those things, again, just to remind our viewers a little bit about when they're in your care, what you're seeing them for?
Absolutely. So our ultimate goal is to have comprehensive neurosurgery program here down in Sussex County. But we're starting off with spine surgery. That includes, again, most commonly degenerative spine conditions. Again, any disc herniations, any spinal stenosis, whether cervical, lumbar, we're more than equipped to take care of that. But starting 2026, our aim is to include brain surgeries.
Wow.
Any brain bleeds, brain tumors, any procedure that may require a shunt, such as a hydrocephalus. Again, we'll be taking care of all of that starting 2026.
Fantastic. I know that's, again, it's going to ease up, I think, a lot of, critical time can be taken up by that commute, that it won't have to be anymore with you here right in our area. So for folks who I know might, you've piqued their interest, they want to get some more information, you can go to Beebe's website just to get a little bit more information on Dr. Pandya here. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I
appreciate you.
And thank you for what you're doing for our community, keeping us all upright and healthy.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
Of course. Coming up on CoastLife, though, we do have a little bit more yapping to do. Charlie and I are talking about an interesting new trend in the workplace. That's on the way.